Hi everyone, it's your girl again, Joanna, and for today's video, wait, let me just, if you guys don't see or can't see, I actually have something here, yeah, it's like a control thing of it's a control bar or toolbar of my, um, video application. Anyway, just share ko lang, sharing. And let's just power on this. Don't forget to power this on so we don't have to wait if we're about to, do the tasks. So we are here in our switching concept. So this is the introduction. It's a bit long. It's actually long. So welcome to the Switching Concepts Practice Lab. In this module, we will be provided with the instructions and devices needed to develop our hands-on skills. So switching is a fundamental networking concept that involves the efficient forwarding of data within a local area network or LAN. In this context, virtual local area networks or VLANs provide a mechanism to logically segment a network into multiple networks. So enhancing network flexibility and security. Maximum transmission unit or MTU is a key parameter specifying the maximum size of a data packets that can be transmitted over a network. So proper MTU configuration ensures efficient data transmission and avoids fragmentation issues. So knowing these concepts is essential for designing and managing modern network infrastructures, enabling efficient traffic control, segmentation, and optimal data transmission. So let's get started. So our learning outcomes, after completing this module or exercise, in exercise 1 VLANs and in exercise 2 MTU. So after completing this module, we should be able to install and configure VMs in Hyper-V, configure VLANs communication, modify the MTU. So our exam objectives, we have 2.2, given a scenario, configure switching technologies and features, virtual local area network, VLAN and interface configuration, plus maximum transmission unit or MTU. Sorry, mabilis akong magsalita kasi ang init. Plus, baka kasi magloko ulit ang ating topologies or our servers. Kaya binibilisan ko na. So it is just their fault, okay? I'm not blaming nobody. I'm blaming nobody. I'm not blaming anyone. So our lab duration is 1 hour. I think I can finish in within 20 minutes. But um it's okay if we finish this fast as long as we understand everything that have been said. So, ang daldal ko na. Kasi nantok na ako. Virtual Local Area Networks or VLANs are a network segmentation techniques that enables the logical grouping of devices within a physical network, enhancing network organization and security. VLANs work at the data link layer or layer 2 of the OSI model. They allow multiple broadcast domains to be created within a network. So by isolating traffic and grouping devices based on their functionality, roles, or departments, VLANs provides flexibility, scalability, and efficient network management. So in this exercise, we will create a virtual machines or VMs and demonstrate VLANs connectivity. So learning outcomes, install and configure VMs in Hyper-V, configure VLANs communication. So our lab topologies, devices rather. Task 1, install and configure VMs in Hyper-V. So connect to ACI, this one. On the taskbar, select Hyper-V Manager. This one, this one. And let's just maximize this. Okay. In the Hyper-V Manager's window on action, select Virtual Switch Manager. And then, in the Virtual Switch Manager, create Virtual Switch pane, select internal, and what type, in the what type, okay, and then create Virtual Switch. So in Hyper-V, an internal switch is a type of virtual switch that allows communication within virtual machines on the same host while remaining isolated from the external network. So in the virtual switch properties pane in the following in the name, type the following in the name field. It's like, okay. So select new virtual machine and then click next and then VM1. And the new generation machine, wizard specify generation, select next, just select next. So in the virtual machine wizard, configure networking page, menu mod switch. And then in the network virtual, just click next. And then in just click next. In page, select the radio button. The button next to the install an operating system from a bootable. This one. So just click image file. Just click browse. And then an ISO file is a disk image that contains an exact copy of the contents of a storage device, typically an optical disc such as CD or DVD. It is commonly used for distributing software, operating systems, and other large datasets and can be mounted as a virtual disk for installation or access. So in the pop-up menu window, navigate to lab module. Where is it? Open, see. Concurrent Core current ISO file contains the tiny Linux operating system. Page click next. Just click finish. So this completes the installation of the Tiny Core operating system on the VM1 machine. So in the Hyper-V Manager window on the action pane, select new virtual machine and then click next and then VM2. Click next, next, and this assign memory. Click next, mod, click next, and connect networking page. Click next, browse, and installation options. Click install and then image and then browse. So that again. Labs module 9 concurrent open. And then click next. And then finish. So in the Hyper-V Manager window on the virtual machine page, click on VM1. Select start. How to click? Select start. In the Hyper-V Manager window on the virtual machine, click on this one and then start. Okay. Task number 2, configure VLAN communication. VLANs facilitate communication by logically segmenting a physical network into distinct virtual networks, allowing devices within the same VLAN to communicate as if they were on the same LAN while isolating traffic from the other VLANs. VLAN communications are managed through VLAN tagging via the 802.IQ protocol, which involves adding VLAN identifier 802.1Q tag to network frames, enabling switches to route traffic based on the VLAN membership of devices. So in this task, we will configure VM communication to add VLAN tags and demonstrate VLAN connectivity. So ensure you are connected to ACIM, ACID, ACM01. It's open in the Hyper-V pane. Double click on VM1. Okay. So type the following. You really want me to type? Fine. Sudo ip config at 0.10.0.0.10 netmask 255.255.255.0. Enter. F0 10.10 netmask. Ayaw. if pala. Sudo if config 0 10.0.0.10 nest mask 55.255.255.0. if config at 0. So this command retrieves and displays configuration information for the network interface at 0, includes details such as the IP address, MAC address, and current operational status. Observe that the 10.0.0.10 IP address has been assigned. The INET address and the network mask has been assigned 255.255.255.0 to the at 0 interface. Double click on the VM1 on ACI. What? Kasi naka-maximize yung kanya. Okay. So, in the... Wala naman sila close. In the Hyper-V Manager window on the virtual machine, double-click VM2. Maximize, and then... Hold on, guys. IP. So, I'm sorry, we weren't recording earlier. I forgot to continue. I don't know, where were we? I think we are here. So in the network adapter, anyway, I'm just gonna continue and then I'm gonna show it to you later, guys. So I ping 10.0.0.10. So even though the two machines are virtually assigned to a network, that should be able to communicate. Their communication is tagged with different VLAN IDs. Preventing their communication, this stimulates configuring a VLAN on switch and assign the switch ports connected to each VM to different VLANs. So I control C to stop the ping command. So I double click on VM2 and I'm gonna be double click. There you go. And Hyper-V window, I'll uh, double click. Select settings again. This one in the network adapter, I enable virtual LAN notification, then I change 2 to 19. So, just gonna change this to 20 again. And then I'm gonna click OK. And then this tags communication from VM1 with the same VLAN ID that VM2 is assigned. So in the Hyper-V window, double click on VM2 and just let's ping again. Ping 10.0.0.10. So, since VM1 and VM2 are both on the same logical network and the communication from both machines are tagged with the same VLAN ID 20, the two machines can communicate directly with each other via ping. So, in the VM2 command, Control C to stop pinging, double click on this one and then minimize. So, step 9 in the Hyper-V Manager window on the VM1 and select shutdown. Same goes to VM2. Let's shut it down. So as you can see, it's now the state is now off. So close the Hyper-V window. Let's close this. On the taskbar, select VM1 machine and then close. Same goes to this one. So next. So exercise number 2, MTU. The maximum transmission unit, MTU, is the biggest data packet size in bytes that may be sent over a network. MTU enables the efficiency of transmitting data and is crucial for preventing fragmentation issues. Proper MTU configuration ensures that data is transmitted optimally and without the need for packet fragmentation, contributing to network performance and reliability. So in this exercise, we will explore the MTU setting of VM machines, or interface rather. So, task number 1, modify the MTU. Modifying the MTU involves adjusting the maximum size of data packets that can be transmitted over a network, often done to optimize network performance or accommodate specific network requirements. Reason for modifying MTU includes reducing latency, improving bandwidth efficiency, and ensuring compatibility with network devices that can support non-standard MTU values. So in this task, we will discover and modify the MTU size for VM1 F0 interface. So step 1, I'm connected to, and then I'm just gonna click the Hyper-V. Um, right click on VM1 and then start, and then double click VM1. So it's gonna click ifconfig at 0. I'm gonna repeat it. ifconfig at 0. I'm not sure why it is like this. Let's turn this off. Shut down. Close. Let's try again. if uh if con config ath. Oh, there you go. Okay, so sudo ifconfig it 1000. So this command executed with administrative privileges using sudo modifies the MTU of the network interface at 0 to 1000 bytes. The adjusted MTU value 1000 bytes can be useful for optimizing network performance or addressing specific network requirements. So let's type ifconfig at 0. So click here and then minimize and then turn this off and then close this one and then close this one. So congratulations. uh-uh. I told you I can finish this within 20 minutes, but it should be 20 to 25. Well done. We have completed the switching concepts practice lab. So understanding the concepts of switching VLANs and MTU is um I'm not sure how to pronounce pivotal for network administrators and engineers to design and manage robust and efficient modern network infrastructures. The ability to create virtual local area networks allows for logical segmentation, providing enhanced flexibility and security within the network. Understanding and configuring the MTU ensures optimal data transmission, preventing fragmentation issues, and contributing to overall network performance. By completing this module, we have gained practical experience in creating virtual switches, configuring VLANs, and adjusting MTU settings in a Hyper-V environment. These skills are fundamental in the deployment and management of contemporary networking solutions. So, summary. We have completed exercise 1, the VLANs, exercise 2, MTU. Now we should be able to install and configure VMs in Hyper-V, configure VLAN communications, and modify the MTU. So, ahoy, ahoy. Um, Again, this is Joanna, and I'll see you in the next videos. Adios.